gears deployed by the CFA. It appears that it's not just the CFA. PFs all along the Angola-Zaire border are also getting equipped with them. The bipedal technology was developed by the Soviets, but Cypher's the one supplying it to the PFs. The question is why? What's in it for them? The answer may lie in the compensation being traded to Cypher by the PFs. Many outfits operating in Africa get locally mined resources as spoils of war. Diamonds, nuggets of gold, and rare metals. According to the intel team, there's a PF convoy that regularly transports the goods, escorted by armored vehicles, no less. Pretty heavy security for crossing the remote Angolan savannah. I can't imagine Cypher would be so interested in minerals alone. Those convoys have to be transporting something else. Something that holds the key to Cypher's plans. Boss, I want you to extract the truck, cargo and all, from the PF convoy. Let's find out what Cypher's real goals are.
Mission accepted.
Objective is to steal an entire truck from a PF convoy. We don't have a fix on the truck we want, but the intel team has spotted the unit that's been tasked with escorting it. They're stationed at the guard post to the north of Nova Braga Airport on the Savannah. The rendezvous with our target will be any time now. Start by heading to that guard post. Then follow the escort unit. It should lead you right to the target truck. Boss, extract them from the mission area. You can check the target details on your iDroid.
Analysis complete.
First, head for the escort unit's guard post. It's to the north of them. You've reached the guard post. Where's the escort unit? The escort unit isn't there. We must be too late. Is there anything there that might lead us to the target? Look everywhere in the guard post. Extract him.
Where are your friends?
You found an intel file. Perfect, boss. It's the escort plan for the transport truck. I'm putting the escort unit's predicted route on your iDroid. Get after them. They should rendezvous with the target soon. You can view the escort unit's predicted route on your map. The target should link up with them somewhere along it. Extract the PF transport truck. Throw a wrench into Cypher's plans. You can view the escort unit's predicted route on your map. The target should link up with them somewhere along it. Destroyed their anti-air radar? That wasn't one of the targets. It That's put a hole in that air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost. That truck is the target. Extract it out of the mission area. You can also drive it out of the hot zone yourself. Headed to Cypher. Well, they sure have some tricks up their sleeves. You'll need some serious firepower to pierce their armor, boss.
extract the target.
Captured an enemy vehicle. Just like weapons and items, you can use your iDroid to have vehicles you've extracted airdropped in. You can also let members of the combat unit use them on dispatch missions.
Extract the PF transport truck. Throw a wrench into Cypher's plans. You can check the target's location on your iDroid. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Target truck, or you can drive it out of the hot zone yourself. You can check the location on your iDroid. Good. You're in the target truck. Drive it out of the hot zone. Extract the target truck, or you can drive it out of the hot zone yourself. You can check the location on your iDroid. Extract the target truck, or you can drive it out of the hot zone yourself. You can check the location on your iDroid. Leave the mission area by chopper or by land. Roger. Leave the hot zone and find someplace safe.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
zone.
Departing!
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss. Boss, we searched the truck you recovered. There were two primary types of cargo. First, drums of malachite, a copper ore. That took up most of the truck bed. But malachite isn't valuable enough to warrant an escort. The real cargo was likely the second item, a shielding container. The contents, yellow cake. That's right, the raw material for a nuclear weapon. That might point to the weapon to surpass Metal Gear Emmerich told us about. But who can say? Thing is, there isn't a lot of it. Not enough to make a nuclear warhead. Give us some time. We'll look into it. Try to figure out why they had this under such close guard. Boss, this is an emergency. We had two intel team agents undercover at the PF, Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. This means Cypher might be getting wind of our existence. We may need to move more cautiously from now on. I just hope this incident has nothing to do with them. I've added the details to your mission list. Don't let them down, boss. members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our 2 men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base. Find our 2 intel team members and rescue them from the enemy PF. We need to get both of them back safe and sound.
Be careful down there, boss.
I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
If we had a good military dog, we'd have an easier time. Our staff member on the run last contacted us from that forest. The enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open.
Try his location on your iDroid. You've reached the target's predicted field of movement. If he's gone to ground, he'll have hidden himself somewhere in that area. Find him. Our man on the run is somewhere in that forest. I've sent his predicted field of movement to your iDroid. Take a good look.
Doe die onderzoek. Maar wees voorzichtig. Uit.
CP, dis Delta 6. Vijand buite sig. Soek nou. Oor.
Dis CP, begryp. Soek in elke hok. Hulle moet iewers wees. Uit. HK. Dis CP. Ons het die vijand ingetrek, maar kontak verloor na kruisvuur. Vijand kan nog iewers daarby wegkruip. Adviseer waaksaamheid. Oor.
target's transmitter. He must have dropped it trying to contact us again. Judging from its data log, not much time has passed since the transmitter was dropped. He should be close by. I'm updating the target's predicted field of movement.
You okay?
All right, that's the target. Quickly, extract him while you can. Now, rescue the other target. Head for Gazeba camp.
Gazeba camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape wherever possible.
Boss, our man you extracted gave us all the intel he could. Now we know exactly where our other agent is being held captive. And he brought back intel on the CFA. Guy deserves a raise.
Check it on your iDroid.
Sie bitte suchen. Dat was een ontploffing. Schade onbekend. Oor. Dat is CP, begrijp. Ons is onder een aanval. Alle eenheden op gereedheid. Uit.
They're holding our man somewhere in that outpost. Look for places that could keep him under lock and key. I've marked his predicted field of movement on your iDroid. Is that him? That's him. That's the target. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
They kept saying disease was her fault.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Kept saying.
Where are your friends?
sin. You think we're angry? The poor bastards from Massa Village will bleed you all dry for this.
Roger. Extract the target. He's the prisoner you ID'd before.
CP is Delta 4. We zijn er Aquí. Wees op je uitkijk voor Andreas. Oor. Ja, CP, begrijp. Alles gaat van het
Now extract the other target. You can view his location on your iDroid.
Whoa, whoa! Yeah! Buddy!
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Yeah!
Confirmed extraction of both targets. Boss, on behalf of all the Diamond Dogs, thank you.
Departing.
Good work. Mission complete, boss. Boss, one of the job offers we received concerns me. There's a PF commander who's been talking big about getting into the nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that yellow cake. And there's another contract I'd like you to handle. It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention. Check the mission list for the details.
mission objective is to eliminate the PF commander they call the Major. One of the Major's subordinates working undercover with the CFA is due to make contact with him. Check his current location on your iDroid. Follow him, and he should lead you right to the Major. Your first job is to find the man you need to follow. Check your iDroid for his location and VI. We have no fix on the target, not even a predicted field of movement. All we have to go on is this meeting with his subordinate. Remember, this guy will call the meeting off if he thinks he's being tailed. You've got to do everything you can to stay out of sight.
Be careful down there, boss. The time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings. We have no fix on the target, not even a predicted field of movement. All we have to go on is this meeting with his subordinate. Remember, this guy will call the meeting off if he thinks he's being tailed. You've got to do everything you can to stay out of sight. Objective is to eliminate the PF commander they call the Major. One of the Major's subordinates working undercover with the CFA is due to make contact with him. Check his current location on your iDroid. Follow him, and he should lead you right to the Major. Target's man should be somewhere around there. You found him. Stay on him. fix on the target, not even a predicted field of movement. All we have to go on is this meeting with his subordinate. Remember, this guy will call the meeting off if he thinks he's being tailed. You've got to do everything you can to stay out of sight. Extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. In a vehicle, you'll have to move faster or he'll get away. But traveling by road would be taking a big risk. You can cover ground quickly, even rough terrain. Keep away from the road and follow him on horseback. road and follow him on horseback. His vehicle stopped. Is that where he's meeting the target? If he sees you, they'll call off the meeting. Stay out of sight. That's an enemy gunship. A single burst from its machine gun can cut a man in half. Carefully, boss.
Ik wil niet plekje.
The time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings. Sound of rainfall should help to mask your footsteps. There, that's the target.
That's the target. He may have a connection to Cypher. I'd like to interrogate him to be sure, but there's no guarantee he knows anything useful. The contract is to eliminate him, but I'll leave things up to you, boss.
Gee my net die breedtrekker. Die CFA kon nog nie vasstel hoe die huursoldate in Wallawamasa gesterf het. Al wat hulle kon kry was die plaaslike bevolking wat praat oor bose geeste.
Dis net so hulle is.
Maar daar is gerugte dat jy die job van die hand gewys het omdat jy geweet het van die siekte. En nou is iemand besig om 'n vergeldingssquad saam te stel.
Van alle dinge. En ek maak soms my hande vuil. Maar ek's 'n engel in vergelyking met sommige van hierdie bliksems. Slawehandel. Reg onder hulle neuse en hulle wil my vervolg.
Maar ek's nie 'n voortrekker nie, maar jy's heeltemal reg. Nie een van ons verdien 'n prys op sy kop.
In elk geval, sit die res in 'n geskrewe verslag. Wat meer belangrik is jou volgende taak. ZRS probeer 'n ou man om die lewe bring. Dit het iets te doen met kernwapen. Maar ek het geen idee wie die ou man is nie.
Ek verstaan. Ek sal dit ondersoek. Om kernwapens te ondersoek is, wel, dis 'n baie gevaarlike pad om te loop.
Ek weet nie. Kan wees wat hierdie plek nodig het. Die skrik maak tussen die lande. Baie bloedvergieting stop.
Jy dink Mobutu en die res sal die sin daarvan kan insien.
Maar miskien het hulle planne om die groot koppe ook gelukkig te hou. Vir nou, vind uit waarmee ZRS besig is.
Ek begryp, meneer.
Roger that. Subject is in. Damn. Hardly looks like the treasure trove of intel we were hoping for. Well, whatever. Exfiltrate the hot zone and RTV. Objective. Now get out of the hot
It's manually operated.
Laat hy wegkom nie!
Roger.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Departing!
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? The Major spilled his guts, all right. His nuclear arms business was just a rumor he was paid to spread around. He doesn't even know who's paying him. All his instructions came through a cutout. Well, who else would be behind it but Cypher? And this nuclear arms trading is clearly connected to that yellow cake. He thought the same thing, which is why he tried to investigate ZRS himself. He said something else that caught my attention. That ZRS are trying to kill some old man. How did one old man get that kind of attention? Boss, about those walker gears spreading all over Africa. Huey's got an idea for a counter-weapon. Come on back to base.
This
It's a variable, multi-legged tank. A spin-off of Metal Gear technology.
Big fan of spin-offs, isn't he? I hear he borrowed from the Soviets in Costa Rica, too.
The design allows for a lot of freedom in setups. It's based around a central core unit, so you can quickly reconfigure the hardware to suit any sort of mission parameters.
What the good doctor's trying to say is that it's customizable.
Naturally, it will raise the probability of success for standard missions. But it functions as an improved deterrent by increasing your preemptive strike capability against enemy elements. You just deploy it in a war zone, and its superior firepower puts the brakes on enemy attacks. Eventually, the whole war machine grinds to a halt. A true battle gear!
'Cause I'm having deja vu here. I don't like him any more than you. But we need this.
You think it'll cut it in the field?
Turning radius is better than any tanks. That's great for regional skirmishes. Tech like this is popping up all among the PFs. Best way to deal with them is to fight fire with fire.
I'll await your instructions then, boss.
So do we have your approval to commence development?
Fine.
Consider yourself off the chopping block, Doctor. Emmerich is developing the walker gear for you and is supporting the R&D team from confinement. We're continuing to monitor him to make sure he doesn't try anything.
Boss, welcome home. Rescuing our men, boss.
Roger.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod, on station at LZ.
I know you're an expert when it comes to solo infiltrations, but now you have buddies who will fight alongside you. Use your iDroid to deploy them whenever you like. The role of your buddies is to support you during missions. There's more than one way for them to do that. To get the most out of a buddy's abilities, you need to give the right order for the situation.
6 targets. Our contract is to kill them all. And the client is the general they served under. He wants them dead to keep them from talking. Check a VI on your iDroid for more information. The 6 targets are at Heavy Plantation and Kungenga Mine. Locate them, and then eliminate them. If you set up a capture cage, it'll trap small to medium-sized animals. The support unit will handle the extraction, so all you need to do is place the cage. Wild animals have all kinds of habitats. Try placing. That's Heavy Plantation. The targets are mixed in with the soldiers in that base. Use the VI to identify them.
There are 6 targets. They're soldiers. The contract is to kill them all. They used to be with a platoon of Mbeli rebels, but then the Buta authorities captured them. There are 2 locations, the Heavy Plantation and the Kungenga Mine. The client is none other than the general they served under. He wants them dead to keep them from talking. A commander murdering his former men. That's what this boils down to.
So you've spotted the target.
Subject on board.
CFP begrijp. Dit is wachtzaam in. Rating veiligheid. Uit.
Moeite. Alsjeblieft. Moeite doen.
Doing, boss? Putting the target to sleep doesn't count as eliminating them. Neither does knocking them out. Extracting the target. Our contract was to kill the target, but I'll go with your decision. 5 targets remaining. Head for the Kungenga Mine. destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Targets are at the Kungenga mine. Our contract is to kill them.
Roger that. You've reached the mine. 5 targets are being held captive at that outpost. The VI on your iDroid will show you where they are. Injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
Five of the targets should be at the Kugenda mine. Find them. That's an enemy gunship. A single burst from his machine gun can cut a man in half. to do. Their lives for a fistful of diamonds, huh? And what happens after that? They can't go home. They've only got two options. Heaven or hell.
No, there's another.
Utter heaven. Tape's rolling, boss.
How about it, Cos? Looks like our client just got outbid.
We got the recording. Objective accomplished.
Let's go.
We'll bring him back to Mother Base. Now, for the RV. There's some high ground downriver. I'll have the chopper set down there. Lead the kids to safety. Listen, the kids don't get hurt. No matter what, you bring them back alive. Exit the cave and turn left, then pass through the swamp and follow the river downstream. You'll have to lead the kids to the RV. Doesn't look like he can walk. You still gonna help him? Escort the targets to the RV. Boss, if even one of those kids die, the mission's a failure. Be careful. You're those kids' only support out there. You need to give them orders. Lead them to the objective area. But they won't hear you if you're too far away from them. Keep that in mind. chopper is to extract you and your targets from the area of operations. It'll respond to situations with support fire as needed, and you can use flare grenades to indicate the objective directly.
Ship is Delta 6. Visuele contact verloor. Keer terug naar laatste bekende positie.
Escort the targets to the RV. Looks like they found out the kids escaped. The enemy's gonna tighten security. They'll be coming after you. Watch your back. They won't hear you if you're too far away from them.
The target's dead. Mission failed.